and to contain. So we won't be able to assert on the date. Unless we use synon, but I think we've already got helpers that do this. Okay, so contain title, document title. We expect the tags to be an array of strings containing tag 1, tag 2, and tag 3. We expect the to-dos to be an array of strings containing add image here and add GitHub link here. And the content we expect to be normal blog document here with a new line and here. Okay. And I think we can yarn watch. Test. Does that work? Not quite. Let me look at what our scripts are doing at the moment. Test. Yarn jest -- watch. Alright, cool. So what happened? We expected some content and we got it. We got an undefined date. Cool. That's exactly what we expected. I mean, we could actually isolate this, like one assertion on each line, and I think that will probably be a little bit more helpful for us. So let's just say const JSON is equal to that, and we expect JSON to contain that. We expect JSON to contain that, and let's just plonk this in front. Okay. All right. Here we go. So the content where do we get down to? Okay, so we expected the JSON contain title, document title. And the title was document title. I think I mean to say match object, right? Yeah. Silly me. Okay, so let's just block edit all of this and say match object. Cool. Alright. Now we just need to make a small little assertion on our date, and so we expect the JSON.date get time. No, I don't think that's going to work. Let's use our helpers that we put together earlier. So we got this test helper file, right? And we can say the time difference from now of the JSON.date to be less than, and we're just going to say 1 second, and we can define our 1 second up here. It's going to be equal to 1,000, which just happens to be in the unit of milliseconds for JavaScript. Okay, and here we go. So we just need to implement that. So let's say this is everything under this heading is going to be our attributes, and we've got a get date, and we're just going to return a new date dot ISO to ISO string, and we're fantastic, right? Cool. Alright, so now we have our document helper. We can implement that in our command. So when we ingest, what do? Grab the input, and in reality, what we want is we want to say const document is equal to new document, passing in the input and the result well, what we really want to do is output JSON equal to the document to JSON. And then we just need to require our document class. So we're going to say document is equal to require dit up, down to model, down to document. Okay. And here we go. So now our other test is actually starting to fail. Okay, so when we've got no title, our document is defaulting to giving it an empty string, which I think is wrong. Right. So let's just fix that. So we say const value equals that. And then value dot length is less than 1, then null or value, right? Nope. Length is not a method in JavaScript. Too much Godot. Okay, cool. That's quite cool. So now we've got like our basic ingestion working with the title, I believe. Maybe we'll just do one more test to do a more advanced. In fact, I think we already started that last time. So a more advanced fixture file. Okay, in fact, so this is sort of like a acceptance level sanity check, right? So we're not actually really making any assertions in this test. We're just running the code and using any errors as a guideline, right? So we're still seeing some weirdness there with the timers. Okay, we got a rejected promise at some point. Okay, so maybe in our command base, should we define the catch method? Is that going to help? I thought it by default would define it. Okay. Cannot read property split of undefined. Okay, cool. So this error is showing us that there's a unit test that needs to be written, right? And let's have a look. It looks like it's happening somewhere. Okay, well, first of all, this should be in a try catch, right? If we're in an async function, and here we can just say console.log. Or, I mean, we could just throw the error. Rethrow the error, right? And I think we need to just await that. Okay, there we go. Cannot read on document lines, split of undefined, alright. So if we go into our model and find this on line 78, this.text so I think here we should just be throwing if not text, throw new error, cannot create a document without text. Oops, and that's supposed to have an X in it. Nope. Here we go. Sweet. Alright. So now we're getting an error in a more relevant position. Because we know ahead of time that any document that's empty is bullshit, so we may as well not wait to throw an error. Okay.